Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the city of Gloucester, in particular its magnificent cathedral, which I'm just about to go and have a look at now. But before I do, I must give you a few tips about places like this. This is of course a working cathedral building, so there are likely to be services going on all the time. And I'm here on a Saturday, so there's every chance there's going to be some sort of service. So when I go in there and try and take photos or record video footage, I've got to be wary of that and try and avoid causing any kind of disruption. But also, in a place like this, they tend not to have a fee, an admission fee. But obviously, they do have suggested donations. So when you go in, they often say to you, we suggest that you donate this amount of money to us. It's not forceful or anything like that. It's just a case of the cathedral itself costs about £7,500 per day to run. So what they're trying to do really is recoup some of that running cost that they have, and they do that by asking people for donations. So I've got myself a £5 just in case I need to make a donation, and I'm going to go in there now and see if I can take some photos. But like I said, I might find it difficult to film, so I'll do my best for you. Let's go and have a look. Well, this is a truly wonderful building. I keep stopping and having a look in lots of little chapels just off the side of the main nave area of the cathedral. And every now and then I think I'm safe to film and there's nobody around. And as I get the camera out, suddenly somebody appears. So at the moment I'm just in one of these little chapels off the side of the nave, and as you can see, there are all these beautiful stained glass windows everywhere you look. I'm trying to get some decent photos, both of the building itself, but also of those stained glass windows, because I think they're really, really beautiful pieces of art in their own right, as well as the building also being an amazing feat of architecture. I'm going to carry on walking around and see what else I can find here. I've taken some pictures so far in the nave and one or two in the surrounding chapels. There is also the cloister to have a look at, but I walked past there a few minutes ago and it was absolutely full of people, so I couldn't really take a decent photo or even film anything in that particular part of the building. But I do want to pop back there on the way out and make sure I get a decent photo of that, because it's a beautiful spot. And I've been here a few times before and always taken photos of the cloister. In the meantime, I'm just going to carry on wandering around and see what else I can find here. As you can probably tell, I am now in the cloister itself. It's essentially 4 wings that are all connected and surround an outdoor courtyard. But each of the individual wings of the cloister tend to have a slight difference in their formation and their design. Nothing drastic, they're all pretty much the same form, but they all look very, very different as you walk along each different wing of the cloister. I interrupt this broadcast to bring you a very special announcement. Did you know that over 85% of you good people currently watching this vlog right now are not already subscribed to the channel? So if you are enjoying the content and you'd like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button right now. It is free, I don't charge you for the content that I post on here. So you can watch as much or as little as you want to your heart's content. Also, when you do subscribe, please make sure you click that bell icon and click all notifications on there, and you'll get notified every time I post anything on YouTube. Thanks guys, see you again soon. I've come outside of Gloucester Cathedral now because it's built of a beautiful sandstone. I don't know how well You can see that behind me. I've got a bit of a walk around the perimeter of the cathedral and taken a few photos because I just love that sandstone against the green grass and the blue sky. Well, the blue sky we did have a few minutes ago. But since I've come outside, the dark clouds have appeared once again. I've taken a few photos, like I say, outside the cathedral. I'm going to move on now because I want to head down to the historic docks here in Gloucester. That's always very interesting for a photo opportunity, but at the moment we've got these clouds overhead. We are forecast heavy showers on and off throughout the day, but it is lunchtime. And I know that down by the docks there's a couple of good pubs that I can pop in and have a bite to eat and a drink. So I might go and do that, and hopefully after I've had my lunch there'll be a little bit of blue sky. Who knows, but hopefully I won't get soaking wet. I've really only got a few minutes though before this rain arrives, so I'm going to head to the pub now and to the docks. Well, that was very interesting. As you'll see, I'm now in the Docklands area of Gloucester. You've got the docks over here behind me, and kind of just over behind these buildings over here there's another dockland as well. I can't really get over there at the moment because there's something going on which is taking up the entire Docklands area just over there. But just over my shoulder here there's a little chapel that I've been in before, which is beautiful. I'm going to pop in there and have a look around and see if I can take a couple of shots in there. But in the meantime I'm also going to stop and take a few shots over here at the Dockland. I don't know how many shots I will get, there's not much to capture, but it's a very, very nice place, and I think maybe there's one or two other docks I can try and capture as well. So I'll have a look around and see what I can find. So you can probably see by now that I'm in my silly sun hat again. It's quite a difficult thing to achieve here with the conditions being so changeable. The light is very changeable, so we've got these thick dark clouds above me, but also every now and then we've got these really strong blasts of sunshine that make it very, very difficult to work out exactly what the exposure should be. So what I've been doing, particularly while I was inside the cathedral earlier, but also just a few moments ago when I went over to the chapel just over my shoulder somewhere here, I think I can find it just over there somewhere. Inside buildings I'm finding that there's quite a lot of dynamic range because of the light that's coming through the windows, but also the interior of the building is often quite dark. So when you combine that against the light that's coming through the windows, it makes it very difficult to balance the exposure. So what I've been trying to do is using the automatic HDR mode in my camera and bracketing either 2 or 3 shots and capturing an automatic shot using the HDR using the camera. I haven't very often used the auto HDR before because I used it quite early on when I first got the camera and I didn't think it was doing a very good job. However, it seems to be working well in these conditions now, so I've continued to use it today for most of the day, both outside and indoors, to be quite honest with you. But I'm still here in the Docklands. I'm going to have a bit more of a wander around and see if there are any more images I can take, and I've got a little surprise for you as well coming up in just a moment. So guys, here is the surprise. I've bought myself a new lens. It's the 100 to 400mm f5.6 to f8 lens from Canon, and I'm going to give it a shot here now because I've noticed there are a few details in the background on some of the buildings that I want to try and pick out. So the only thing I can do is get my long lens out here and have a look at those. So I'm using the 100 to 400mm. Hopefully this will work out quite nicely, and by the way, it's the first time I've used this in anger, so let's see what I can do here with this. So that was probably my worst idea of the day, to be quite honest with you. Getting the new lens out, brand new lens out, just as the sideways wind and rain decided it was going to try and blow me off course. But I quite enjoyed it anyway, because I found out a little bit about that lens that I bought and I'm quite pleased with. So I'm going to do another video probably next week all about that particular lens anyway, and let you know more about the 100 to 400mm. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed this vlog, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to the channel. And for now I'm going to leave it here. So I look forward to seeing you all again on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.